Dolce & Gabbana. The one.
And while the pirates looked for this treasure, the fishermen that stayed back home created the guardians. The Gene bodyguards for their sacred temples as the last resort of protection. Given the state that we find ocean monuments in vanilla Minecraft, we know that they weren't successful. The pirates didn't find the treasure, and so the fishermen left behind the monuments became trapped in water and transformed into the clown, still carrying nautilus shells as well as the trident, ancient tools for fishing. They continue to stay by their monuments, never having been called for help answered by the host. All they have left are the guardians, who still recognize their creators. Sadly, the fishermen weren't the only tribe that became smart. After seeing the devastation that the ocean tribe had caused to themselves in spite of their cosmic prayers, the desert tribe came up on the hosts that were returning to put matters into their own hands. The desert temple became the Ankh, the symbol of life. This is what the desert tribe dedicated their time to fulfill. Rather than waiting for the hosts to return, they wanted a way to preserve their lives and resurrect those who had already died. But how did they do that? Well, the builders were reminded of the spawners being fed by the hosts. These spawners could create mobs from nothing but stone and wood, but they required an energy source to fuel the flames of creation, and that fuel was lapis lazuli. And the only way they knew how to get it was from war, killing piglins. That's when the desert tribe realized something that ancient cultures in our own world used to believe, that lapis contains the souls of gods and monsters. This is what the ancient builders needed, and to get it, they needed to go to the home of the piglins to collect more of this magical stone. They needed to go to the Nether.
2 pizzas and 2 sides for just $19.99. Domino's Perfect Combos got you covered.
Once the builders arrived at H-Double Hockey Sticks, they set up a camp, knowing that this was going to be a long journey. There they build the Nether fortresses to store the resources that they brought with them, like saddles, horse armor, diamonds, and iron. What was already a wasteland gets harvested by the builders. They destroy the piglin bastions, they kill the piglins within to use their souls in the lapis to create life of their own. But the plan doesn't quite work. The dead piglin souls don't turn into lapis as they did before. Why? That's because the souls work differently in the Nether. Rather than forming into magical stones, they transfer into the ground, into the sand. As their comrades fall, their souls are sucked from their bodies into the ground to create soul sand. It's then that a new mob screams, the wither skeleton. Suddenly, the ancient builders are left fighting against the bodies of their own fallen warriors, without souls but still clinging on to their purpose, defending what they had once built themselves. The ancient builders had not only sucked the land dry of its natural resources, but they also accidentally created mobs that made the already deadly landscape even more dangerous. They do eventually return to the overworld, and they come bearing riches, blaze rods, netherborn, ghast tears, all containing magical powers. And so the builders begin to brew potions, depicting the achievement in the brewer sherds. The ancient builders were now able to surpass their physical abilities. They could be faster, they could resist lava, they could even regenerate themselves. The only thing they hadn't conquered yet was death itself. And so, equipped with soul sand and a bunch of wither skulls, they press on with their experiments. They combine the life-giving soul sand with the wither skeleton heads of their fallen comrades, carving its fate.
Hi, I'm checking in.
Oh my gosh, I'm a huge fan.
Oh, thank you.
I love Skinny Pop. Anyway, what's your name?
Jennifer Aniston?
I'm not seeing a Jennifer Anderson.
Oh, no, not Anderson. Ann Iston.
Ann Iston. I'm so sorry, Miss Iston. I thought you said your name was Jennifer.
It is.
Sorry, I can't think straight. Can I just...
Yeah, sure.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Skinny Pop. Popular for a reason.
You can't blame me, rein me in, or try and tame me. It's time to push yourself first. Don't stop believing your worth. Let it rain on you, 'cause you're fabulous. Hello, Moto.
Into the red sandstone walls and depicting their worship to it on sherds. They could take care of themselves, and now armed with the knowledge to create life itself, they thought that they had finally done what the gods could not all those years ago: protect the overworld. As they placed the final head, there was a flash of light and a roar. The Wither was born. But despite their success, their hubris would ultimately be their downfall. The Wither was uncontrollable. It destroyed the cities that they'd created, leaving nothing in its wake. Not even the other tribes were safe. The destruction was like nothing ancient builders had ever seen before. And so they did the only thing that they could do. They ran. They ran deep underground, where the Wither's blasts would meet more resistance from the stone and deep slate. But their persistence never wavered. They would have to find a way to fix this. They would be able to return to the overworld. They had to make this right, no matter the cost. Once again, the ancient builders were forced to start over, rebuilding a civilization that we now know as the Ancient City, a wide underground space that contains fragments of the builders' past adventures. Items like soul lanterns and soul torches are used to light the city, powered by the souls from their time in the Nether. Enchanted items and potions of regeneration from their successful experiments at brewing can be found in the chests. Despite the circumstances, the builders found happiness. They would dance in the streets with music from Disc 5 playing in the background. At least they would, until fate once again came banging on their door. A builder would go off mining some materials one day when they would hear something familiar, something that sends a bolt of fear through their bodies. The Wither had found them. He ran home to warn the others. The city sounds the sirens and soldiers begin to march. The ancient builders are preparing for war once again. The explosions grow louder and louder. The Wither is slowly blasting its way through their intricate cave system. Fortunately, they'd planned an escape route. In the center of the ancient city is a large circular structure. The smaller versions of these found within the game files call these small portal statues. And if these are in fact small portals, then the large one in the city center must be a real portal, a big one. Underneath the portal, redstone circuits are found. These were experiments using different kinds of power output to try and ignite the portal, but up to this point, nothing had worked. So instead, they decided to turn to the most powerful source of energy they knew of, souls. Directly underneath the portal are blocks of soul sand that are lit. As the Wither gets closer and closer, breaking through the final wall into the city, the portal finally ignites. But instead of celebration, there's nothing but stunned silence. Something is coming out of the portal. A horrifying creature with no eyes that lives off the power of souls.